So, who actually wins in a fight, Doey or the prototype? Well, it's going to have to come down to three things, which are strength, durability, and intelligence. So, let's get started. Also, this is a fight that Poppy Playtime fans wanted, but sadly, we will never get a fight between Doey the Doman and the prototype. But I can give you an analysis of who's actually winning this fight. So, let's get started. We're going to start off with their strength and durability. First up is Doey. Well, Doey has great strength as he can break through solid concrete walls and pillars with one strike. He literally obliterated Pianosaurus brutally, bro. And also he can lift heavy industrial machinery including a hydraulic crusher and a tunnel boring machine while in a weakened frozen state. In fact, he has great durability as he can regenerate himself because he's made of dough. And also, since he's made of dough, he can endure blunt and piercing attacks. So yeah, this guy is very strong and durable. Next up is the prototype. Well, for strength, he was able to lift Huggy and Catnap, while he can break through reinforced and he can also break through reinforced metal walls. Well, Well, when it comes to durability, it's very great as he was able to survive an explosion. He tanked he tanked attacks. He tanked attacks from the Playtime Butcher, aka us. And also he infused himself with poppy gel, which means that he can literally repair himself when he is cut in half. Now, well, both of these guys have very impressive strength and durability, but what about their minds? Which brings me on to our next category, which is intelligence. Well, both are highly intelligent leaders, but the prototype is likely more intelligent because he led the Hour of Joy. He also used the fake Ollie soundboard to manipulate all the toys in the factory and has great technical skills. And also, I almost forgot he was resourceful enough to use the remains of dead toys to upgrade himself. On the other hand, Doey is a great leader and protector of Safe Haven who has high level strategic thinking, great technical skills, and has also great combat skills. So, who wins? Well, the prototype is overall much faster, more intelligent, and has more lethal weaponry, while Doey is like stronger and more durable. Well, after all that data, we can actually conclude that Doey is walking out alive in this fight. Let me explain why. It's because, look, Doey is made of dough. And in fact, there's actually, and this is a fight where they have no access to any weapons, and they have to fight with what they've got. So, yeah, basically, the prototype does not have any. The prototype does not have any liquid nitrogen with him to freeze Doey, so likely Doey's not really going to get frozen. Plus, if the prototype tries to like pierce Doey with his claws, well, it's not really going to do anything because Doey's literally made of dough. And also, in fact, Doey can just literally go into his monster form and just keep destroying the prototype multiple times. Yeah, the prototype can regenerate himself, but I mean, like the prototype can use the poppy gel to fix himself, but it's the Doey's just going to keep destroying him like all the time. So basically, Doey just bullying the prototype at this point. But the prototype will be fast. But Doey can go into his monster form and yeah, destroy the prototype multiple times. Also, in fact, also in fact, well, it is confirmed by by Mob Entertainment that the prototype actually avoids a direct fight with Doey. It's because Doey actually was the only toy in the factory able to keep the prototype away from those innocent toys in safe haven. Yeah. Well, if it weren't for Poppy's foolishness, then yeah, Doey would actually still be alive, and we could have defeated the prototype because Doey is the only toy that can actually stand up to the prototype and defeat it in a fight. So yeah, that's why I actually gave this analysis for Poppy Playtime fans. Well, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Well, adios.